Hello, what is up, you guys? It's Jeffrey, and welcome to my brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'll be talking about my top 10 favorite albums of 2019. That is right, the year is almost ending, so I'm going to dive into my favorite albums of the year. To start it off, let's talk about the Jonas Brothers album from this year, Happiness Begins. Happiness Begins it is an amazing album. The Jonas Brothers are back, y'all. They came out with new music, and this was a very exciting release for many people who loved listening to Jonas Brothers years ago when we were like teenagers. They're back with amazing music. All the tracks on this album, amazing to listen to. I loved Roller Coaster, I love Cool, and I love Sucker. Those were my three favorite songs on the album. Can't believe they're back. This album was so good. If you're not listening to this album yet, listen to it. It is an amazing album. I was kind of disappointed with the album because they didn't write much of the songs on this album. They had songwriters help them write the music. Some of the songs they didn't write themselves, which was disappointing. In their other albums before this one, they wrote most of the music. On this album, they didn't write much of the music. Number 9, Fine Line, Harry Styles' album. Fine Line was a very interesting album. Some of the titles are based on fruits. They're cherry and watermelon sugar. Very interesting titles for songs. Harry Styles is a very creative songwriter with his music. I really loved what he wrote on this album. Very interesting songs. He's a really great solo singer. Really disappointed that One Direction broke up. They're one of my favorite music groups of all time. Now, they're drifted off on a hiatus doing solo music. But yeah, Harry Styles' album is really good. Number 8, Thinking X by Ariana Grande. Man, oh man, that album is very interesting. Ariana Grande has grown into an amazing music artist over the years. She came out with a couple albums, like 4 or 5 albums already. She's an amazing artist. Last year and this year, she really stepped it up with her music. Really love this album. Number 7 is Beautiful Oblivion by Issues. Issues is like a new metal type of band. This one, it was one of their softest albums. It wasn't really heavy like their previous 2 albums, their self-titled album Issues and their sophomore album, which was Headspace. It was really different than their other 2 albums. It was more pop rock and bubblegum pop. I really dig the new sound that they have because their lead screamo guy, he left the band. There was hardly any screams on this album. It was more singing instead of screams. There's only one track with screams. Number 6, Frozen 2 soundtrack. I know what you're all thinking. They're not even artists. It's not even like a band or singer still. This was one of my favorite albums of the year. Idina Menzel, Kristen Bell, and Jonathan Groff really had amazing songs on this album. I love Into the Unknown, Show Yourself, and Lost in the Woods. Those are my 3 favorites from the movie. Love those 3 songs. Talk about more about Frozen 2 when I talk about my favorite movies of the year. Frozen 2, awesome songs on the soundtrack. Number 5 is When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? By Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, wow, her music is amazing. I like Lord's first album. Billie Eilish is a 17-year-old music artist, and wow, her music style is amazing. My favorite song on the album is Bad Guy. I talked about Bad Guy when I talked about my favorite summer songs of the summer. This song was amazing, and the album is amazing too. Number 4 is Earth and Sky by Mice and Men. This album is a very surprising album. I love all the songs on it. I cannot pick my favorite. It's amazing. But the song that I love the most on the album is Grape Dancer, which is the opening song on the album. Number 3 is Lover by Taylor Swift. This album right here, oh man, so many good songs. From Lover to Me to The Man, that was an amazing song on the album. She had so much good songs on the album. It was by far my favorite Taylor Swift album ever. Sorry for those that love her country stuff that she did when she began her career. Number 2 is Romance by Camila Cabello. This song has a slew of love songs on it. It's about love, the whole album, which is really cool. And Camila Cabello really stepped it up in her sophomore release. It's an amazing album. One of my favorites of the year, by far. And number 1 is How It Feels to Be Lost by Sleeping Sirens. Sleeping Sirens is my favorite band ever. They really stepped it up from their release in 2017 to now. They came back with their older sound and stepped it up a bit. This album has more screams than most of their albums ever did. I really love it. The lyrics really stick out to me. The album is about trying to find yourself, trying to overcome your fears, trying to overcome being lost, being found. It's an amazing album. If you're to that type of stuff, go check it out. It's a good album. Well, those are my top 10 favorite albums of 2019. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe and comment down below. Alright, hope you all enjoyed this video. Take care now. Bye.